Peace, everybody. And today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for the longest, and that is when actors play the role of a character from a country that they're not actually from, but they learn to speak in that accent, except for Will Smith, because Will Smith did a terrible Nigerian accent. I don't know what that accent was.
A human being will get concussed at 60 Gs. A common head-to-head contact on a football field?
Haven't seen that movie yet, but I must see it. Anyway, so we're seeing a lot of British actors come to America and get very good roles, leading roles, prominent roles in American movies, blockbusters, in American TV series, to the point where many people don't even know that they're from England, right? Now we take, for instance, Samuel L. Jackson that mentioned about the guy, the actor from England that played in the movie Get Out. He had some things against him playing that, about the experience, not experiencing the things that an African American would have gone through to play that particular role. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you think it really matters? Because the way I look at it is that the profession called an actor, actress, is because you're playing a role of a character that's not you. In my movie Reserve Notes, one of the actors, LeVar Dawkins, he plays a Jamaican bad man.
What you doing over here? You always passing.
Yo, fly right, when y'all talk.
Me right now? Shuffle the cards, yo.
After I saw him play it, I had to wonder. I looked at him and I'm like, is he really like this? Has he been hiding his gangsterism from me? That's because he played the role very, very well. But he's not a bad man. So it's acting. So in acting, people get shot and they have to play like they're dying.
मगर क्यों? मैंने तेरा क्या बिगाड़ा था?
When you're acting, you have to play like you're in love with someone, but it's acting. In acting, you have to play like you hate somebody, but it's acting. So it's not necessarily real. So why do we deviate from that when it comes to someone playing a nationality, not a nationality, but an accent that is not their original accent? Now I get it when people don't make the effort to speak in that particular accent. Some actors don't make the effort, or I can't even say they don't make the effort, they're just not good at it. They just don't hear well enough to be able to mimic another accent. Case in point, Will Smith, he did a terrible Nigerian accent. There's many other Nigerians or other people who could probably do that accent better than him. They could have probably got Major Hype, because nobody knows where Major Hype is from, because Major Hype does every accent on this planet and off this planet.
If God was Haitian, I can't believe it. I went to the wrong door. I thought their knob was on fire. If God was Bayesian, what going on there? If God was Panamanian, what happened? Use God or that's me, man. You bring the stuff? Satan party was better than this, If God was African. Hello, God. Hey, how did you get here? I made a passport and I put a heaven visa inside of it. What program do you use now? I will not do it. I cannot tell you. I made the man that make the program you eat.
One person says you will never see an African American or playing roles over in England. And that's not true, because the first time I ever saw Denzel Washington was in a British movie.
It's good enough for a flesh bastard like you, Cole. It's good enough for me. I don't live here no more. Where'd you move to then? Knightsbridge? Nah. Surrey Docks? Well, I don't leave it there.
And I remember watching that movie and I said, this guy has a strange accent. And he kept on slipping. I didn't know he was American. I just knew he had a weird accent. And it's only when I saw one of Spike Lee's movies, and then I saw him there. I was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense why his accent was slipping. But I must say, there are many actors who are very good at doing other accents other than their own. You know, I don't know if it's because they've hired a good accent coach. I don't know what it is, but they're good. I guess some people just have the gift and some people don't. I do think that if someone's going to play a role in a different accent, that they should they should put the effort in to speak in that accent well enough to be able to convince the viewer that the authenticity of the character. That the accent shouldn't be distracting. I think if I watch the movie with Will Smith, I'm probably gonna be distracted a little with his accent. He's a great actor, but I don't know. I might just be like, oh, this is a terrible accent, But I see these things seems to happen all the time, because even like I see it happen with Jamaicans, right? With my movie Diary of a Bad Man, right? And Diary of a Bad Man, it has a lot of it has a mixture. It has Black American actors in there, and it has Jamaican-born actors in there, and they have non-Jamaican-born actors in there. And when people saw the trailer, straight away they were like, "Oh, they're not Jamaicans. These are not Jamaicans. They're taking they're taking the piss, making a mockery of Jamaicans," which it was not, right? And there was, like I said, there was Jamaicans in there. But this is something that I always see with black people. They always lash out like that. I'm not sure about in the continent of Africa if that was the same thing with like the Black Panther. People mock Forrest Whitaker for his accent.
Victory in ritual combat.
But it wasn't distracting. It got the message across. I guess maybe Will Smith won't be as distracting as I think. But I wonder if people in Africa was like saying, "Oh, those are not real Africans. They shouldn't be playing that role. They don't know nothing about Africa. They don't know nothing about living there." I didn't hear any of that. Not to say it wasn't said, but what are your thoughts on that? Does it matter?